Microsoft PowerPoint so easy. In this video, we're going to look at the things that we can use our Microsoft PowerPoint to do. Basically, I'll just tell you that what Microsoft PowerPoint is used for is basically for presentation. What I mean by presentation is that if you attend a seminar or conferences whereby it was conducted in a as a large auditorium, for example, and the speaker is trying to say some things or to illustrate some things or to teach something. It should be bestly expressed in a presentation manner. If there is a screen board or a large screen or a mega screen, whatever kind of screen in the room that can actually portray everything the user is actually speaking, all the point the user is actually, the speaker is actually saying, every point will actually will be showing on the screen. So as people are actually listening, they can as well see what the person is actually saying, so as to avoid some spelling error or to actually have a perfect understanding and knowledge of what the seminar is pretty all about. Now it is not just limited to just seminar only. You can as well bring it into the classroom. For example, if you're in a classroom, you can as well teach with a PowerPoint presentation where all your study notes, your examples and everything will be illustrated in a slide format that is as in that your student can actually watch. You can actually project it on the wall, you can project it on the screen. However, your student can actually read from the screen everything you're trying to talk about. All you just have to do is just to explain. So there's no more, there's no reason for you to now start using a blackboard or a whiteboard. You understand? When everything is actually taken electronically. Now, at the same time, I need to tell you that PowerPoint can as well be used to actually present movie. For example, when you watch a movie, what you see at the beginning of the movie is that you see the names of the actors. So when you see the starring, you see the name of the actors moving and coming, and now one goes, and now one comes, and now one goes, and now one comes. And what happens is that you see the title of the movie, and the title of the movie will go again. Then you see the movie itself. The next thing you now see is after the movie has actually is actually finished. You now see the list of people who participated in the movie coming up, coming up from the bottom of the page to the top of the screen. The list will just keep going like that, so you'll be actually able to see all the participants in the movie, including the cameraman, which you might not be able to see during the movie. Now, that's exactly what you can do with your PowerPoint. You understand? It's basically for presentation. When you want to present anything, that is what we use our PowerPoint for. Now, we're going to overview the menu of our PowerPoint. I'm going to go through each of the menu. I'm going to overview each of the menu for you one step after the other. Then I'm going to tell you the differences between your Microsoft Word, your Microsoft Excel, and your Microsoft PowerPoint. This is your Microsoft PowerPoint interface. Now, may I remind you that you won't just see this on your screen for the benefit of people who actually have not, who were not able to watch the previous video or Microsoft Word, would actually show you how to open your Microsoft PowerPoint application. I'm going to actually show you how to launch this particular application. Alright, on my desktop environment, you will see I have Excel, I have PowerPoint here, I have Microsoft Word, where is it? Yeah, here. You understand? So I have Word, Excel, and Word, Excel, and PowerPoint on my screen. So if I want to open this, I'm going to right click on this. I'm going to say open. That's one way to open your PowerPoint presentation. I can close it using that close there. Then another thing I can do is I can actually open this by smart clicking. To smart click on the icon, then hit your enter key. That is called smart clicking. You understand? To smart click on the icon, then hit your enter key. That will smart click for you. Then lastly, another thing you can do is you can go through your startup menu. You can see I have it on my startup menu, but you might not find it here. The place you might be able to find it easily is to go to all programs, then scroll down the list of all your programs and locate Microsoft Office folder. if you're using Windows 7. If you're using Windows XP, it is still the same process, but you will see your all program on the list as well. Then you'll be able to go through the list and locate Microsoft Office, and this is where you see your Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. So I'm going to click on this one, just one click to open the PowerPoint presentation. So that's basically how to open your PowerPoint presentation. Now, another thing I need to tell you is that if you look at this is our title bar here. Presently, our title is presentation 7. I can actually save this as sample by going to file and say save as, or I can just press Ctrl and S on my keyboard, Ctrl S, and I'll just save it anywhere I want to save it to, whether in my document or my desktop, anywhere I want to save it to. I'll just save it. Okay, let me save it as sample inside my document. I just click on my document, then I'll save it as sample, then I'll say save. Now what you see is that the name changed from presentation 7 here down to sample. Now I need to tell you that we have the same menu that we have in what's it called, in Word, in Excel and in PowerPoint. They're all the same, and this is the first menu here, which is the same bar, rather the same bar. Please pardon that. The same bar. We have the same bar that we have in Microsoft Word, in Excel, and in PowerPoint. Now the first bar we have here is the title bar. That's where you can set the title of your document. Then you can minimize, you can restore, you can maximize, you can close with all these 3 buttons here. Then another thing is that you see your menu bar. This is your menu bar here. This is your menu bar here. It looks pretty alike like that of Microsoft Word, Excel, or PowerPoint. The only difference is that in Word we don't have slideshow. Let me show you that briefly. In Word we don't have slideshow. What we have, instead of having a slideshow, let me close this. Instead of having a slideshow, is table. You can see we have file in PowerPoint, we have file in Word, edit, view, insert, format, tools. Or here in PowerPoint we have slideshow. Here in Microsoft Word we have table. But in Excel we do not have table, we have data. Let me just show you. This is just to show you the differences between your Microsoft Word, your Excel, and your PowerPoint application, so as to be able to understand that what you see basically is what you can see here. This is data. In Word it is table, in PowerPoint it is slideshow. You understand? That's just the only difference. Now another thing is that you have a formula bar in what's it called, in Excel, but in your Microsoft Word is not there by default. In your PowerPoint as well, you do not have a formula bar working there. Now I need to tell you that the same thing you see on your menu here is basically almost the same thing. I didn't say it's the same, I said basically almost the same thing you see in the menu here. Now we have the new. This is used to create a new page. Open is used to open what you've worked on previously. Close is used to close the current page you're working on. Save and save as, they're basically used to save your work. Page setup is used to change your page from landscape. This is landscape paper to portrait. Then we're going to look at that. If you click on it, you just see you can change it to landscape to portrait, anyone you want to change it to. Then you can change your paper size as well from here. Now that's exactly what you can do with your page setup. Now another thing is that you can print preview. Before you print, you can just click on print preview. Then another thing is that you can print. Now I told you in the previous video that if you want to print, ensure that you select the name of the printer from the list. You have to be sure of which printer you want to print to. Presently I do not have any printer installed on this system. These are just the default printer that comes once you install your Microsoft Office. So I don't have any printer installed on this system, so I do not have any printer on my list. So if I install a printer, you will see the name of the printer on this list here. Then this is how you print all the slide, current slide. You can print selection, you can print a custom, as in you can print slides by saying that I want to print slide 1, slide 7 by using a comma. You understand? Slide 1, slide 7, and so on like that. Now present I can't even write 2 because I only have 1 page. You understand? But if you have more than 10 pages, you can always select any slide you want to print by using a comma. That's the example you have down here. Then if you want to print your your slide, you can actually say I want to print it in color, I want to print it in pure black and white, I want to print it in grayscale. You understand? So those are kind of things you can choose. If you're using a color printer, for example, and you just want to print your slide out and you don't really need to print it in color, you can always choose grayscale or black and white. Now another thing is that you can as well choose the number of copies you want to print here as well. This is going to print one copy per page. If you want to print two copies per pages, you click on number of copies you want to print. Now I want to cancel that. The next thing I want to go to is that you can see all the last 4 applications you were working on. You can then click on exit here. Now on edit menu, what we have is you have undo, redo. Now for example, if I type this now, before I type, watch this now. We have can't undo, repeat, print, because that was the last time we did. Now look at this now. That was the last time we did. Now look at this now. Let's say Kentucky. Now Kentucky, sorry. Now look at this, for example. This is the thing I did. Now look at this. I have undo, change, undo spelling change. You know I did spelling change. That's why this is what I have. Then what I have is reduce spelling change, whatever. Then next thing I have is undo spelling change, reduce spelling change. I can say undo typing. You see that now. And I'll go back to redo print. So these are kind of things. Redo typing. It will be able to undo, redo, to do as in to undo your last what's it called, your last changes, you know, about last 3 or 4 changes in your document. And the shortcut is Ctrl Z to undo, Ctrl Y to redo. You can as well cut your file, you can copy it, and you can paste it. Now for example, if you want to paste any particular image from let's say from Microsoft Word, for example, just copy from Microsoft Word using copy. Then when you come to Excel here, there's the PowerPoint here, use paste special here. It actually brings back the original quality of your objects, of your image, anything you're trying to do. Now you can delete a slide here. If I don't want this slide, just click on delete slide. Now on the view, we have normal view, slide sorter. Let me just show you. If I have more slide, for example, normal view. If I have more slide, to create more slide, go to click on press Ctrl M on my keyboard. Ctrl M will create more slide for you. You can see that now. I have a nice slide created with just my Ctrl M. Now if I go back to my slide sorter, watch this. You can see all the slides I have. Now another thing is that you can as well see your slides. This one is actually used to preview your slides. You can see that now. So that's what we use the slide show for. Then you have the master. This is the master slide, handout master, note master. We have the color. Then we have the toolbar as well. These are the necessary toolbar. If you're not seeing all this, if this is not checked on your system, please come to toolbar. Ensure that all these are checked. The task pane is this side here. Your drawing bar is this one below here. This one here. Then your formatting bar is this one here. Then your standard bar is this one here. Now it's possible for you to have your formatting bar on the same line with your standard bar, just like this. So if you look at beside the font's name here, this is the font here. If you look at it, you will see this small dot. Then you can actually move your mouse there. You can see that 4 edge arrow, which means I can actually move up, down, left and right. So I'm going to move it down, I'm going to move it to the left. That's exactly why I have this arranged in this format. Now another thing is that we have insert. You can insert new slide because the shortcut is Ctrl M. You can slide number. You want to put the number on your page, how you want to put it, slide number. You understand how you want to put it, it's your choice. You can put note handout or something like that. Then another thing is that you can insert date and time, you can insert symbols, you can insert comments, you can insert slide from file, slide from outline, picture, and so on. Movie and sound. You want to add the movie from the file, you want to add the sound from the file, you want to play audio track and things like that. You want to insert a chart, you want to insert table. Then on your formatting menu, you can change your fonts. These are the fonts we have. You can make it underline, shadow, emboss, superscript, subscript. You can change the font style, you can change the font size here, even the font color can be changed from here as well. The another thing is that you can actually change your bullets. You can add bullet and numbering to your slide. You can align your slide by saying align left, align right, align center, and you can justify your text. Line spacing as well can be done. Then you can change your case from just small case. This is a sentence case, for example. I can change my case to be uppercase. Now what you see is that everything changed to uppercase. Now those are kind of things you can actually do. Then you can replace your font. You can